This is the best date I've had in a while.
Oh.
Should we split some fries?
Let's get those to go.
What is up, my fellow quirky folks? Marvel recently launched the first trailer for She-Hulk, and for the first time, we got the feeling that a Marvel project will explore one of their heroes sexually as well. It will obviously be done in the most PG-13 way. But yeah, you've got to be happy that Marvel is evolving in this direction too. Eternals gave us our very first on-screen sex scene in a long time. We hadn't got anything in that department after the first Iron Man or the Incredible Hulk. I'm not counting what Wanda and Vision did under the sheets, but it looks like She-Hulk is at least going to imply these things in a fun sort of kid-friendly way. And doing that will actually prove to be pretty comic accurate. Yes, you'd be surprised to know that She-Hulk has had quite a few romantic encounters in the books. But there's one that she'd like to forget about, because it didn't happen according to her. But people still keep bringing it up. So the question a lot of people on the internet have been asking is, did She-Hulk sleep with the Juggernaut? Well, the answer is yes and no, and I'll tell you why. This is something that constantly gets brought up in She-Hulk's life, and she just wants people to not talk about it at all. But what really happened is that in 2004's Uncanny X-Men issue number 435, Jen Walters, aka She-Hulk, was representing Kane Marco, aka the Juggernaut. The trial was yet to happen, but being his defense attorney, she was asking him questions about what had happened. She asked him why he prevented the fellow prisoner Rhino from escaping and chose to remain in custody himself. Kane replied that his opponents don't really take the time to know him better. So, he wanted Rhino to do that. The way he presented his opinions in front of She-Hulk impressed her quite a lot. So one thing led to another, and the two ended up sleeping together. But then a battle took place between Kane Marco and a Juggernaut wannabe villain. And ultimately, She-Hulk stated that her hookup with the big bad villain was a mistake. But after this incident, She-Hulk continuously kept on denying that this ever happened. In 2005's She-Hulk issue number 11, this incident was brought back again. She was speaking to her superhero psychologist, Dr. Leonard Sampson, about the things that changed in her life. You see, Jen had gone through a few traumatic events. So after that, she had taken a life of partying. And speaking to Dr. Leonard about those, even the doctor asked her about that encounter with Juggernaut. And to the surprise of all the readers, she said that nothing happened between her and Juggernaut. And she doesn't understand why people keep on bringing that up. In 2007's She-Hulk issue number 16, Wolverine referred to that night with Juggernaut as well. In fact, Wolverine said it in a way that supposedly belittled She-Hulk and implied that she did something absolutely horrid. And this event involving her and Juggernaut was then made a public record in She-Hulk issue number 19. The leader was on trial, and She-Hulk was called in to testify. So, She-Hulk's encounter with Juggernaut was once again brought up in an open court as a means to shame her. Whereas the fact of the matter is that there was no fornication between her and Juggernaut. Those events of 2004's Uncanny X-Men did happen at first. In her adventures, she met an incarcerated She-Hulk from another dimension. This alternate She-Hulk was actually enjoying her holiday period on Marvel's Earth 616. So 616's Jennifer Walters asked this alternate She-Hulk whether she slept with the Juggernaut. And the doppelganger happily confirmed that it was indeed her, and she absolutely loved it. This is how everyone got to know the truth that a She-Hulk did sleep with the Juggernaut, but it was not Jennifer Walters from Earth 616. Poor woman always faced people's judgments for something she didn't even do. But the sad reality is that if Tony Stark would have done something like that, then people would have just moved on by calling him a player. But when She-Hulk does it, she gets called a skank. She-Hulk did raise the topic in front of Tony in one of her comic outings. But things didn't really change for the better. I'd like to say that we should be a little more open-minded, right? Although, we shouldn't worry about bad representation of She-Hulk in the upcoming series. I'm sure Marvel will do justice with the character. Okay, that's all for now. Smash those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!